Hey, are you an Xbox owner and do you like getting some free game from Microsoft? Hey, you might want to stay tuned because this is going to be the video for you. I think this is going to be a fun video for sure. And I'm excited to kind of get into this because I know a lot of you guys enjoy like getting the free stuff from Microsoft, and that's always a fun thing in my opinion when Microsoft is able to kind of do that and make sure that people get some cool games and things like that. And again, Microsoft is such a money powerful developer and publisher that they should really do this like far more often. The fact that like this stuff doesn't happen more often is really a bit of a shame. But here I am, like to do these videos. I do them when I see something crop up that is free or intended to be free or whatever the case may be, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. We'll see how that kind of works out, and if it's something that you guys are going to want to actually play, hey, let me know down below if it's something you guys are interested in. Hey everyone, I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel. It means a lot to me personally. If you guys do subscribe to the channel and like it, I would appreciate it. I do daily gaming content. I try to be fun yet informative, so if you guys are interested in that, even better, even better. So with that being said, that's something that everybody can kind of get into in terms of like, hey, get the chance to play some free stuff. Now this stuff might not be free forever, but hey, it's still cool to get into for sure. The weekend just around the corner. What better way to spend than those free days by diving into some free stuff? For a limited time only, Bungie is treating Destiny 2 players to both old and new access to all of its non-vaulted expansion packs for absolutely free. Up until now, Destiny 2 itself has been free to play, but its 5 expansions have been additional paid content until now, that is. Hey, so if you're interested in Destiny or gave up on it at a point, guess what? You can jump into it, get all the free stuff, play it, and you don't even have to worry about paying for it. So I mean, I think that's always a good value for gamers when you don't gotta pay for stuff. At the end of the day, that's what it kind of all comes down to. And that's, like I said, that's an exciting kind of prospect to think about if you're a gamer. Because we're all about value and making sure that we have things to play on our consoles. That's like the best thing that you can do. You know what I mean? So in an attempt to introduce new players to the hit sci-fi series, the following Destiny 2 expansions will be free to play from now until July 22nd. So you have a good amount of time to actually play these things, over 10 days. Shadowcape Beyond Light, The Witch Queen Lightfall, and The Final Shape. Bungie itself had the following to say about the next 2 weeks of open access. Quote, "Do you have a few friends interested in Destiny but that hesitate to make the jump? Good news, let them know about Destiny 2 open access weeks. Starting July 8th and until July 22nd, all currently available Destiny 2 expansions will be available for free on all supported platforms, including Xbox and even PlayStation. Additionally, all 3 currently available episodes will be free for players, and these are just another form of additional content that were added with this most recent expansion, The Final Shape, back in 2024. This is an extremely generous incentive and will be perfect for those who are just, maybe want to jump in on this or gave up on it at a point, and just decided to kind of jump back into it or whatever the case may be. So yeah, nice to see that actually happen and be a thing. But that's not all. Like, Microsoft often does these free play weekends, which I always think are really cool and an awesome way to kind of jump into these games and things like that. And they've dropped some more, so many titles releasing on a daily basis, it's hard to know what to play, and it's even harder to fall victim to FOMO. However, as a way to combat this, Xbox is offering players a chance to try before they buy by regularly adding games to its library that can be played for a limited time. As a result, you'll be able to play the latest games and not have to spend a penny unless you are sure you want to continue. Not only that, but this is a surefire way to stop some underrated gems from flying under the radar. So here's a look at what's coming on right now that you're going to be able to kind of get into in terms of free play days, because I think this is pretty cool stuff. And Microsoft often does this stuff. You know what I mean? They do this kind of stuff all the time, which is often really cool to see. So right now, They're doing MLB The Show 25. Yeah, that's right. So Free Play Days has just landed, and the selection is headlined by MLB The Show 25, Sony's latest Major League Baseball title that launched back in March. There's 3 other games included this week, so there's plenty to check out over the next few days. MLB The Show 25 being the headliner. Poltergeist, Possession Party, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition. You'll need a subscription to Game Pass Core, Xbox Game Pass Standard, or Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 on Free Play Days, but the rest of the games, including a game which has a 2-hour trial called Blasphemous, but yeah, the rest of the above titles are playable and free for all until July 13th, basically July 14th. So if you'd like to continue playing these games beyond the promotion, all of them are on sale via the Xbox Store. Blasphemous is 75% off. MLB The Show 25 is 50% off. Poltergeist is 30% off. And Roller Coaster Tycoon is 25% off. So yeah, really cool the way that they do that. Again, you know, it's easy to kind of sit there and look at this stuff and go, okay, you know, well, why isn't it all free or whatever the case may be? But for me, anyway, I look at this and I look at it and I say, hey, you know what? It's really cool that Microsoft are able to kind of do this stuff for the fans, you know, and at the end of the day, I feel like this is a cool way to let people try things, and not only that, but you can not only try it, but you can get your achievements. It's like if you can beat these games in the weekend, then, you know, you get to keep it or whatever the case may be. So, you know, hopefully this is something that, you know, everybody kind of can enjoy and, you know, have fun with and play with. So, you know, again, I'd also be remiss if I don't add the perpetually free games that I always add in these videos, which is Too Human, a Silicon Knights game that is always free. It's a 360 game. Kind of fun game. A little bit janky with the controls, but something that is often really fun to kind of get in there and try. Also, 2 free Xbox 360 games, Crackdown 1 and 2. These games are perpetually free, which always free, and have some enhancements if you play them on an Xbox Series X. So there is that to kind of look forward to as well. So nice to see that really kind of come about. And, you know, like I said, free stuff is never a bad thing when it comes down to it. And, you know, Microsoft has been pretty good about this lately, you know, from giving out like the free money or whatever to spend during their sales, which I always find to be pretty cool when they do that, to giving away, you know, free games. And that's always like a welcome thing because, you know, it's an expensive hobby, and Microsoft really kind of does things a certain way that, you know, not everybody else can do. So like I said, I'm enjoying the fact that they do these things. Sometimes I'll download the free play weekend games and, you know, maybe beat something or, you know, or not if I like it, or decide if you like it or not. You know, I think it is a real cool way to kind of you know, see if it's something that you can enjoy or not, you know. And that's, like I said, Microsoft has been pretty good with that, and, you know, you need to be, because let's just be real about it, they've been very much on everybody's shit list lately. So the fact of the matter is, you know, this is always something that can help perception. And, you know, let's just be real that Xbox has a lot of negative perceptions all around themselves right now, and they can really kind of help alleviate that by giving stuff away or things like that, because it always seems like Microsoft is shooting themselves in the foot, unfortunately. And, you know, that's something that, as a fan, I honestly hate to see it. It just really kind of bugs me when that happens. And, you know, Microsoft can afford to do better. You know, it's like everybody knows that they're like this super wealthy company, but they're also this company that like refuses to help, you know, to really help themselves. They don't advertise. They don't do a lot of things, you know. So I think they could do much better, and, you know, I would be extremely happy if they did do better. But, you know, again, I'm not really going to put it out there that, hey, they're going to all of a sudden turn things around and, you know, get everybody excited by you know, the future of Xbox again, you know. So hopefully we could see a little bit of difference there, but who really knows, you know, at the end of the day. I'll link this stuff in the description. You guys can check it out. Are you guys planning to download any of this stuff? I would love to hear. You know, you guys have been absolutely amazing. Rack 'em up. I'll catch you next time. Grab Gamer out.